After a much long break, maybe an hour plus in the process, that name is an absolute mouthful to read. But the Saints varsity team trying to survive in this loser's bracket run. It's going to be Willie Snipes putting it top cheese to start off this game 8 seconds in. The Saints, this Guelph Gryphons gold team, has taken out the academy team in CRL and the first CCA qualifier. But the Saints varsity team going to be starting down 1-0 moments into the game.
Yeah, and I think a lot of this is going to come from the fact Gryphons gold just came off of like 2 best of 5s, right? Saints varsity have been sitting around for about an hour and a half now. Not much Rocket League to be played. I'm sure they were keeping themselves warm, but
they were eating food in the Nexus.
Yeah,
they were getting ready though.
Yeah, pretty well. Eating food, keeping themselves warm, exactly, getting those calories up. Willie Snipes, though, living up to the name right off the starting and just sniping top shelf there, like you said, and might even be able to find another one, just can't tap it in. The third player not ready to get in there. And the Curdy Flirty, Flirty Hurdy. I don't even know where to go with that name there, but the Dirty Curdy Hurdy Flirty Purdy coming in for the shot there. Save by Quint, and the demo comes through for the Gryphons already. The pressure is on for varsity, but pretty open side that they've got here. Could make something happen, could get something set up from the skies, but Curdy to stop it. Willie Snipes on another save, and no Saints really to attack at that ball while it's in front of the net there. All of them still kind of hovering around this mid line. Can't hit that shot. Christian, it's 30-30 to save that one. I'm going to chuckle every time I say it.
It's the longest name I've ever seen in esports. Pro, collegiate, amateur, I cannot ever think of a longer name. And one that's not like vulgar or disrespectful. It's just eight different words that are going to rhyme back to back. The Saints, though, trying to get answers. They will find one in the form of Christian getting on the board there. They finally break to the defense. I cannot even keep a straight face while casting this game. But the Saints are going to have to stay serious if they want to make this run and move on to tomorrow.
Just the name tag on top of the card.
I know,
it's just so ridiculous. Unreasonably long.
I know, it's ridiculous. It blocks up half the screen.
It's half the size of the crease. Like,
oh my goodness.
Oh, another quick one coming out. Gryphons found a quick one. Saints going to find a quick one after their
Curdy missing the kickoff.
Curdy missed the kickoff, and it goes straight to Quint from the corner. Saints now finding a 2-1 lead in this game. Flipping the script from the starting, and granted, Saints, you know, they had been sitting for a bit, but now they've got a minute to get warm, and they're back in it. But Draleon right back in it for the Gryphons. 2-2 here. This game already starting off a lot faster than a lot of the other games we've had today.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe the Saints had some ring rust. It took them a little bit to get back on there. And when they had the lead, I was going to say, oh, maybe they shook off the rust. And then, of course, before I can even think of that thought, moments later, Guelph is going to even things up here. So we're going to have a pretty high-scoring game in Game 1, assuming the game plays out the rest of how this first 2 minutes have gone. But nonetheless, both of these teams going to be looking to break this tie. We are in best-of-5 territory, as we said. The winner will go on to tomorrow. Shot off the post, not going to find. And the loser will unfortunately not make it. This is losers final. So last chance for this weekend for either one of these teams, potentially. And we'll have to see who can come out and make the better plays.
God, Curdy there. Passing it up towards the middle. Flies by him, actually. Kamal get their hands on the ball. Sends it back up towards the middle. Quint to meet Willie Snipes in the air, and Christian to keep this pressure going. Passes it back out to Kamal. Kamal trying to get something set up here. Christian not able to find that touch without some contention from the side of the Gryphons.
Yeah, both of these teams now have slowed down just a little bit, but having 4 goals in the first 2 minutes, that was to be expected. We're probably going to see a foot off the gas, a little bit of conservative play come out the next little while. Kamal going to get going with those demos, try to clear out some net. Ball ends up on target, though, and the Dirty Curdy Hurdy Flirty Purdy will end up in the back of the net. There literally fills the entire screen. I'm happy I got through that whole name, too, but an unfortunate bounce for the Saints. Christian not able to win that 50. Ball goes soaring into that top left corner, and now Guelph holds a 1-goal lead.
Guelph, 1-goal lead indeed. 2 minutes left to go. I mean, right now it's just neither of these teams have really, I don't think they've really figured out the other teams. I think both of them are kind of just, you know, they're going for these opportunities, and it's just been a lot of defenders not ready for some of these shots coming out, really.
Yeah, when it's a faster paced game, it can be a little bit tricky to get a read. That's why I thought both teams may have slowed down just a little bit, but obviously that doesn't seem to be the case. We have seen shots firing from all angles, all distances, all speeds so far. Already 5 goals, minute and a half still to play in this game though. Lots of time for the Saints to try to get this one back, but Guelph going to be trying to increase that lead as we progress through this last part of the game. Saints, game 1, always very important. We should say again, the Saints were the #1 seed in this bracket originally. They fell to GVSU in the winner's bracket. That was so long ago, so I figured might as well fill everybody in. They lost in game 5. It was a very close back and forth series. That's why they find themselves here now, but they are down in game 1. Christian, a little bit of a misplay in the Saints. Maybe look a little bit off kilt right now.
Yeah, Kamal has time for a breakaway, but Willie Snipes is ready in that net, but not in position. Christian and Kamal once again to find that goal.
Yeah, great pass by Kamal, making a great read on the ball there as well, getting used the backside of that car. Feed it through Willie Snipes' defense there. The Saints are going to equal up this game now. 55 seconds to play. Every single one of these games meaning so much to try to get through this series. Now we'll have to see what kind of weird or wacky goal we're going to see to end this one off, because we've seen nothing except for surprises so far.
Yeah, I mean, none of these goals have been expected, to say the least. So many. Looks like that defender is just about there, and then it squeaks by them. Draylion on the save there off the post. Kamal tries to send it high to keep it in play for his team, but it's Draylion to be able to catch that one and get something started. Pass off to Willie Snipes. Dirty Curdy. Not going to find that one. Draylion almost perfect there.
Oh.
Look at this perfect 1, 2, 3 rotations we're seeing from Guelph here. They're keeping this pressure on. Not able to find that goal just yet. 8 seconds before we find overtime here.
Yeah, Guelph trying to get this last scoring chance now. They're going to pass that one up to the corner. Willie Snipes not able to cut that angle. Ball is going to go up to this wall. Christian's going to find that demo. They're going to try to get this ball to touchdown, I have to imagine. The Saints, though, a little bit of boost. Quint going to go for the flick there. Not going to be able to get that follow on the chase, though. We are going to overtime in game 1. Guelph versus St. Clair. Who will be the one to take game 1 of this series, set themselves off to a great pace the rest of the way.
Kamal trying to get something started right off the kickoff, but it's Willie Snipes to shut it down. Those aerial dribbles, Kamal, not going to work anymore, not unless you've got that teammate there to pass. And
that dirty.
Kamal is the champion of passing it right down from the air, straight to Christian, straight to Quint, right when they're in that perfect position. And it all starts from one of those air dribbles off.
Yep, and defense is going to be the key for both of these teams. We saw a flurry of goals early in game 1. Oh, that's a beautiful passing play. Gryphons going to end off game 1. Beautiful touch and go in the middle area there. Draylion, I believe, finding his 2nd or 3rd of the game there. So Guelph taking it to the Saints in game 1, getting off to that hot start, maintaining their lead. Even though it got even there for a little while, they close out the Saints in game 1. So that break, maybe try to get the rust off now, but you've only got 2 more games potentially to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, best of 5 seems like a lot of games, but then again, those Rocket League games fly by.
We're already 1/5 done?
Yeah,
at
now
max.
you're at max, exactly. Now 1-0 up for the Gryphons after a great game from them. Shot counts looking fairly good in the Gryphons' favors by 1 or 2 there. They're able to find that in overtime. The dirty, curdy, hurdy, flirty, birdie.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's perfect.
I'm going to see that name imprinted on like walls when I go to sleep. It's going to be like some kind of copy pasta name or something. But nonetheless, Guelph, the name be aside, they did end up taking game 1. So St. Clair is going to have to dig deep, find some way to battle back here. See, they struggled against GVSU at times that last series. Now trying to figure out how to get back in their winning ways because they are running out of time to do so.
Yeah, 4:50 now. Right off the kickoff. Nothing immediately this time, which is different to see, to say the least. Oh, could have found one there, but right off the post. Quint angled just a little too far to the left. Kamal finds that one. Quint could find the double touch here, but the defender is right there to contest that one. Pinch on the ball, going to send it out, flying towards that center field. Now it's back towards Christian. Oh, to weave around these defenders.
Very risky play by Christian, passing that to the middle. Luckily was able to weave through those defenders, though. Now the Saints going to try to regain possession here. They're going to find a demo onto Willie Snipes' ball. Still back into their end, though. Curdy going to be the one to play that one up now. It's going to be Quint trying to make a solo play in the middle here. two members of Guelph are going to collapse on that, shut that chance down where it stands. So we are 1 minute into game 2, a lot slower of a start from what we saw in game 1. Both teams, trying to find the edge. They might be settling in a little bit to this series, maybe shaking off some of those nerves, but now let's see which team is able to break this deadlock as we get further and further along here.
Willie Snipes trying to make that solo play for the team, but all of these are going to be shut down. At this point in the bracket, these teams know how to shut down those solo plays. Willie Snipes almost tries to come in off the setup there from Kurt. It's not good enough. Christian, can you clear it out of this corner? This could be the breakaway that they needed. Drayleon not there on the timing. Christian taps it in after the fact. And there's 1-0 for the Saints. Almost 2 minutes into the game now. First goal is broken.
Yeah, bit of a risky play too. They did send that third man past midfield thinking, hey, this is our golden opportunity to get this goal in the net. They do commit, they take the chance. Luckily, it pays off this time. Now, they're going to be playing with their first lead of the series, trying to keep in command of this game, get this game evened up eventually. There is still lots of time on the clock, though. Both these teams, we know how skilled they are. We've seen some of the passing plays already out of Guelph has been phenomenal. They know exactly where each other are going to be. They're doing a lot of great setups. The Saints are going to have to try to match that because, as we said, these solo goals are fantastic, but you need more of those setup plays, especially against these higher tier teams.
Yeah, exactly. And, we've seen from both sides, trying to get those solo plays just doesn't work. It's all about the passing. And look at this quick 1-2 pass here. Up towards the top, Christian back down. He's gonna find it. 2-0 for the Saints now, and they found a bit of a lead for themselves. Unlike last game, the Gryphons were able to keep it pretty well neck and neck the whole game. But Saints, a bit of a wake-up call after game 1, and now they're ready to let these plays fly.
Yeah, you would have hoped that GVSU would have been the wake-up call they were kind of waiting for, especially as we keep saying, being the 1 seed, being in this position. They do not want to find themselves here, but now they are in the thick of it. They are in the trenches now. They're going to have to try to shut down Guelph, try to see if they can stop this offense going. They do have that 2-goal lead right now, but lots of time to play for these Gryphons, and they have shown a lot of prowess in this bracket so far. Double touch off the ceiling, not going to be found for the Saints there. Kamal going to play that one beautifully over mid. Curdy going to find the demo onto Quinn, so going to shut down that odd man rush for the time being.
Yeah, Willie Snipes to contest that ball. I believe that was a demo that came out. I couldn't tell you because the name is too long.
I don't think we've seen that before, where the kill feed is cut off there by a name.
It's going to come down to Quint here into the corner. Willie Snipes whiffs that ball in the air, and there's the touch. Not good enough, though. 3 Saints in the zone. Can't finish it off in the end.
They're trying their damnedest, though. Quint going to be the one to try to get this play off. Kamal going to be there to play that one out to the corner. Back to Quint on that Saints side. The Saints doing a phenomenal job running off this clock, trying to slowly drain out Guelph's offense. Make them try to stall out as long as possible. Play into your hand. Make them hopefully make another mistake so you can net that third goal.
Yeah, that's really what a lot of these games come down to, right? It's not make your opportunities. It's wait until that other team makes that mistake that you can capitalize on. And just until that point, just try to play perfect Rocket League.
Yeah, it's a good old saying in a lot of sports, just don't beat ourselves. If we don't beat ourselves, there's a good chance the other team will give us a chance to make a play, to capitalize on a potential mistake or potential miscue. And in Rocket League, one miscommunication, one dropped rotation could spell doom for one side. So both teams being smart, they are aware of this. That's why they want to play a little conservative. Maybe the Saints, though, have ticked off another 50 seconds into this lead. Guelph going to need to get one back probably sooner than later here in the next 15-20 seconds, I'd have to imagine, if they want a really good chance. That was a beautiful clear by Christian, and it was a good pass. Kamal going to net that one home, going to find his first goal of that game, and this should be game 2 in favor of the Saints.
Yeah, 3-0 shutout to start here. 30 seconds left for Gryphons Gold to try and change that. But this game, like you said, all but closed out. Should be seeing a 1-1 scoreline by the end of this, but it's time here for Gryphons, maybe just stop the shutout themselves, or possibly the Saints try to just cement their lead a little more. Cody Curdy trying to get in here. Willie Snipes, nice pass off of him. He's going to find that one.
Yeah, exactly what Guelph was looking for, trying to get back on the board. But if you are St. Clair, you've got to be feeling miles better than you did in that first game. You've played extremely clean this entire game. You've had the lead from front to back. Only have these last 16 seconds to kill. Guelph did just get on the board, but St. Clair should be looking to regain possession here. Christian is going to gather that one. He's going to have a free shot to net here if he wants to actually score this. Goes for the double touch, is not going to find it. A direct shot actually might have been a goal there, but they're not too concerned about that right now. They're trying to make some plays happen. Well, having a little team bump in the middle there. Quint's going to put one on the board anyways. Get those 6 shooters going. Yeah, Quint going to be his, I think that was his 6th shot of the game as well. So, Guelph, you can see they're just messing around, trying to waste that clock out. Quint says, no, I'll take one more for these CCA stats by the end of the year.
Pop, 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 pop. Quint on the net. He's going to find that one. 4-1 to end that game. 1-1 in the series now, and Saints look like they have an idea of what Guelph's game plan is now. They know which players to shut down, and then they've also just kind of started those passing plays up back again, not just those air dribbles down the middle and pray you fake out that defender, really.
Yeah, we love seeing the air dribbles and the solo plays. We know the boys are capable of making them time and time again, but to win at this level, you see the passing plays from Guelph in game 1. They were on point. That's exactly the kind of play you're going to need to score these goals consistently, because we've seen for the amount of goals, we've seen crazy defense from so many of these teams today. Whether teams are focusing in on that, maybe it's just one of those days where everything seems to stay its way out of the net, but now both of these teams are going to reset once again onto the pitch. We are in a basically best of 4 scenario right now. Just have to win 2, or best of 3 rather. Have to win 2 to win this series out. 1-1 though. Saints trying to hold on to this one. Guelph though challenging early, but it will get cleared out.
Guelph started some early pressure there, but nothing really to get started. And there's the first one from Christian. Saints not messing around anymore. Starting it off early. Not going to wait till a minute 40 to get that first goal. And Christian to come in. Pass from Quint this time. Usually it's Kamal on that one, but Quint this time got the pass there, rounding out that offense.
That was a great play by Quint there. What is Quint driving?
From Quint every single game.
It looks like he's driving. Oh, it is the Red Bull. It looks like one of those Red Bull F1 cars. That's exactly what it is, though. So my eyes did not deceive me. I'm not sure what hurt my eyes more, that car or Curdy's name. But Quint, once again, going to be the man with the endless garage, apparently. He's going to pull these random vehicles at random times. Guelph trying to answer, crossbar down. Ball still careening around the net. The Saints able to clear it out for the time being. Guelph going to want that one back. They did such a good job to crash there, but it somehow stays out of the net, which means it stays a 1-0 lead for the Saints for the moment being. Quint's going to play that one over the midline here, but now it'll be Willie Snipes looking to break this one out for the side of Guelph.
Kamal on the save there, back up towards the middle. Gray Leon coming down from the top. The dribble not going to be good. McCurdy keeping the ball in play for the Gryphons. Back towards the middle. Willie Snipes not ready for that one. Demo's back and forth, and now it's a 2-on-2 for the time being. Willie Snipes back up now. There's Christian to come in second in the game. Keep them coming. Christian going to be rounding out the 2-0 lead for now.
Christian has been finding the net all day today. I think every single game almost when they've had more than one goal, he's ended up finding the net twice. At least I think once per game pretty much the entire day. Usually we talk about Kamal and Quint being the ones to go find those extraordinary goals, but Christian has been in the right place at the right time. He has made the most of every single one of his chances today, so credit to him. The passes have been on point from Quint and Kamal too. All the members getting everybody fed as much as possible today. And you can pick a better time to find the back of the net over and over again if you're Christian. The Saints still in this best of 3. Trying to win out 2 more games here, knock Guelph out of here. They want to get revenge for Guelph taking out Academy a couple series in CRL and CCA. They're keeping that maybe in the back of the mind. Got to represent St. Clair, but Guelph not going to go anywhere with this much time left.
Yeah, 3 minutes left to play here, and this is only game 3. Quint from the skies to find it. The solo play, it works out in the end. Quint found that one. Maybe we'll see him stop fishing for it now that he's found it.
There we go. Yeah.
There it is. The defender just a little bit too far out of the crease for that one. Quint finds his opening and takes it.
Yeah, exactly what the Saints have to do. Pour it on Guelph. If you're the side of St. Clair, you want to just run up this score as much as possible. Try to get Guelph off of their game. Try to get maybe play a couple mental games. Get in their head a little bit. Get them thinking twice about some of these rotations, some of these plays they want to attempt to make, how aggressive they want to actually play in this end. They're looking to find that answer, though. Quint is going to find the demo. A little bit of a slow roller. That one should be easily kicked away by Kamal. It will be. Now Willie Snipes trying to bury this one into the corner. It's going to be Quint, it looks like, going to get a huge pinch off that far right wall. So will buy the Saints a couple seconds to reset. But just as we say that, the ball already on its way back. Christian actually had to make the save there. Going to knock that one off the crossbar. So Guelph trying to get their fair share of chances, and they have gotten them, but not able to break through that line of the Saints just yet.
Yeah, so far it seems like the Gryphons' weakness is just that rebound game. If the Saints can keep grabbing the rebound and keep just putting those shots on net after the first two, it seems like the Gryphons are just not ready for them to keep coming, and that's when the opening really comes out for the Saints. Quint sending it back towards mid, but Willie snipes on the interception there from the corner. Be able to bounce it back, but it's towards Christian. All possession going back and forth. There's the challenge from Kamal. Actually gives Saints a good amount of time to set up, but Willie snipes. Always on that ball.
Oh, the great passing play. Oh, an even better save from Christian. Getting it done on both ends of the floor so far. 2 goals and a potential 2 goal-saving saves, actually. Able to shut that thing down twice. Only a minute 20 to play. They still have that 3-goal lead, so they are looking prime to end up walking away with this game. But as I say that, of course, Drayleon is going to find the back of the net. Purdy on the assist there as well. So Guelph trying to slowly get back in this game. They know clock is getting low, but they still got time to play with.
Yeah, a minute 20 for 2 goals. It's definitely possible. Gryphons gold here. If they can find some more shots like that, they can easily have this game going into an overtime scenario. Purdy coming in. Save from Quint, but Drayleon is in a perfect position to keep these shots coming. It's Willie Snipes to find the second shot, but Drayleon keeps it in the zone. Battle for it in the corner, but Christian, the one who ends up with the ball. There's, I believe, a demo coming out. Once again, it's that name
from who we don't know.
Just a killer.
The silent killer. Purdy going to be taken off the pitch there for just a moment, but ball back toward the Saints net. That one getting dangerously close to sneaking in that left post. Willie still trying to fight. The Guelph Gryphons are battling in the offensive end right now. They are refusing to give an inch to this Saints team. The Saints are going to lob that one up. Willie going to save that one to keep the game at least somewhat in tow. Quint, though, going to keep the pressure on there, trying to run off this clock. The Saints should be able to gather possession here, maybe waste another 4 to 5 seconds, really start to put that pressure on Guelph to perform, to find that goal. That one almost going to drop in the bucket as well, but it will go wide. There was only single-digit seconds remaining. Quint, a beautiful job to get that pinch off. They're going to look for that second touch, but it will not be needed. We are counting down the final moments here, and the Saints are going to take their second game in a row, and Quint with 2 buzzer beaters in back-to-back games. Why not? Go get one for yourself, young man. That is going to be 4 for the Saints. They are going to take their second game, and now going to be over on match point over Guelph to move into that top 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you keep this momentum going, Game 3 is
Where was this team earlier?
Yeah,
yes.
Honestly, but where was this team in Game 1?
Sure,
that's
exactly.
The question, too. But
they have it in them, you know?
Yeah, it really just takes them that time to adjust to the enemy team, and I think that's their biggest thing is they always have that 1-game adjustment period. Yeah. Sometimes it even looks like it spans out 2 games, but it really just comes down to analyzing that other play and just where do you find your openings there. And now if they keep this momentum going, Game 3 looking super, super plausible to come out here for the Saints. But Griffin, I mean, they've got the power to do it. It just really comes down to the fact that Christian and Kamal on this defense are just so good at shutting down these crazy angles that Willie Snipes has been able to find. And sometimes Willie's been able to find it. We saw it catch them off guard in Game 1, but now looks like Saints kind of just have the idea of it.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about running through winners as long as they did. You have a little bit of room to make some mistakes. You're able to drop that series to DVSU, regain and retool. If you end up playing Sunday either way, it doesn't matter whether you went through losers or winners. You're still going to end up playing a similar amount of matches, if not the same. You're going to be in that exact same position. You're still going to have a chance to fight for those top 2 spots that they're going to be seeking, just as they took second last week, only losing to Akron in that rack and reset. They want to get that one back. They want to end up with the 1 seed, stack up those CRL points. Kamal going to get that one started off. 4:18 to play. They are going to get on the board nice and quick.
Like I said, the momentum does not stop from this team going into Game 4 here. We're already starting off 1-0, 42 seconds in. These goals coming out quick and concise. from the side of the Saints already. Setting up another one off the backboard. Draylion with the congestion there. Quint staying back for the defense this time around. Christian now rotated back in towards that net, battling it out from the corner. Willie Snipes keeping it in play for the team. Curdy trying to get something started from the skies. Draylion, the angle's not good. It's back out towards the corner, but this is what I'm saying. This team is really good at getting the opportunities. Sometimes it's just those angles are not there.
Yeah, they're getting plenty of chances at the net. It's just, trying to cut that perfect angle, catching that demo at the right time where they have that space to operate. The Saints, as you mentioned, they have done a great job communicating on defense, shutting down these lanes, making those saves. Christian made a couple huge saves last game after scoring a few of those goals as well, but the Saints do still have that 1-goal lead. Christian going to get credited with the save for that one. They're going to bury this one into the Gryphons' end. They're going to try to make a play here. That shot looked dangerously close to maybe riding off that goal line, finding a way into the net. But Willie Snipes getting intercepted in the middle there, almost going to end up in the back of the net. Quint going to get credit for that shot. Saints still putting that pressure on, but a great pinch by Willie to clear this one out.
Yeah, Willie really shut down Christian's shot there. Would have been perfectly sniped towards the corner. That pinch just barely stopped it. And now back out towards the side. Willie Snipes gonna burn all that boost, try and get their hands on the ball, but it's not good enough just yet. There's the demo from Kamal coming through. Draylion and Curdy. Not good. It's off the backboard. Now demo onto Kamal. Only 2 defenders up, but no one there to capitalize on that ball as it's back over towards the Griffin side.
Yeah, exactly what we said. They're able to find those demos in the right space, but just the timing a little bit off. That ball gets cleared back the other way. They don't have the members necessary to make some kind of play, get that pass across the middle. Willie Snipes, call this guy Willie Demos. He is picking apart the Saints with those demos, but nonetheless, they don't count for goals, fortunately, so they're going to have to find some way to work off the backside of those. Now Willie waiting for the ball in the corner here. Going to be one of the Saints waiting to play that one. It's going to be Quint in that Red Bull car trying to keep this ball in this Guelph zone as long as possible. Slowly trying to drain this clock. You're not going to just play stalling out from 2 minutes out, but it is a nice bonus of having that lead. You can play a little bit aggressive. You afford a chance to make 1 or 2 small mistakes, but the Saints so far haven't made any big ones, and they're still clinging on to this lead, and, well, they're going to start to feel the heat now. This game is getting down to the wire.
Yeah, Christian gonna touch that ball. Is that a roll or no? It's just too far towards the right. Kamal demoed right on net by Willie Snipes. The air demo's coming out from him now too. This man cannot be stopped on the demos, but now clocks ran down to 1:20 and Saints still have this 1-goal lead. Not looking to give it up just yet. Quint trying to capitalize on that ball, but these congestions from Gryphons have been pretty solid for most of this game. Not going to let Saints get another chance at that net, but Saints saying right back at you. Our defense is immaculate.
Oh, man. It is immaculate, but they are playing with fire. Guelph is peppering this Saints net. Luckily, though, their defense has been so strong in this series as a whole, especially in this Game 3 and this Game 4. They are shutting down a multitude of excellent chances from Guelph, trying to cling to this just 1-goal lead right now. This game could go either way at this point. We only have 40 seconds left to play. The Saints, now you're going to try to play that clock as much as humanly possible. Send it to the corner, those long pinches, those long drives, either to maybe set up somebody for an outlet pass or to just try to waste away this clock and send Guelph packing on this Saturday. But we are getting down to it. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, and let's see if Guelph is able to come back. Maybe they'll have to put one of those buzzer beaters down, but no, it's just a goal line to be saved by Christian from inside the net. Guelph, that one's gotta hurt to watch. Wow, what a last-second save from Christian. Here it is. Ball only needs to touch the ground, and that is gonna be it. Your St. Clair Saints winning losers quarterfinals in 3-1 fashion. They're going to move on to day 2, top 8.
Respectfully, I'm going to give Christian a rather large hug after that series. I would say Christian by far was the MVP of that series.
Oh, yeah.
At least 3 saves I can count, which were guaranteed goals, including one to keep the series, to end the series off there. Found, I believe, 1 or 2 goals in every single game. All of the members, though, performed. Quint able to finally find those goals he was looking for. Kamal being that facilitator, that middleman to just get things going offensively and defensively. But Christian ultimately making all of the clutch plays at the end they're necessary. He played such a great day of Rocket League. We said earlier, he seemed like he was scoring so much more than he had the other weeks. Maybe it was just right timing, right place, just a good day in the pitch. But nonetheless, the Saints are going to move on to tomorrow. They're still going to be in that top 8 as the 1 seed, even though they had to make it, a little bit of a longer trip down through losers.
Yeah, the upset pretty well from GVSU comes through, but Saints battle it out in the last game, take it 3-1 fashion. Top 8 tomorrow. Yep. CCA East Fall Open number 2. This is the last one, if I'm not.
No, there's there's at least one more, okay, potentially sure. 2, yeah.
Okay.
So we got some time still.
But Saints, either way, they're in a good position to get some more points towards that CRL qualifier that is coming up, or that last chance qualifier for those playoffs. Yeah, you want to just do as much as you can that you have control over. If a team like Akron is going to rack up these points, or one of those other tough schools, maybe like a Valleyfield or something, it's okay if they're going to rack up a lot of points. You do as good as you can, as often as you can. Put yourself in position to not need to worry about, is this team going to lose? Are they going to finish top 4? Try to go out there. They say they came second place last week, got a ton of points for it. Now they're going to guaranteed be in that top 8 for again tomorrow. They're going to try to maybe push that second into first place. But phenomenal day. Kamal, Quint, Spoods, and then Christian, just fantastic job. Coach Spoods still on a tear with these guys the last couple of weeks. It's always nice to see, and just excellent day of Rocket League from all of them. Yeah, and I think that's pretty well going to be it for us. It's been a nice long day of Rocket League here. Shout out to all the fans who waited through that extra long break, and of course our production team here in the back making everything run smoothly. And that is Esports Club. Oh yes, Extra Life. You can talk about this, Jordan. Yes, we're gonna shortly raid the St. Clair Esports Club Extra Life stream. I participated in it last year. We raised over, I believe it was $2,000 USD last year for Children's Miracle Foundation, the Children's Miracle Network. Basically, tune into the stream. Any amount you could donate would be super appreciated. They're gonna be doing tons of challenges, playing games, eating hot food, dressing up certain ways, potentially a Sean cosplay as from One Punch Man. So there's lots of incentives. Goal. Exactly. Yeah, the St. Clair Esports Club Twitter. And then we're gonna raid the Twitch shortly after. Go give those guys some love. They're helping right across the street, actually, at a local place called M Chapter. They have a huge PC setup. I got a little sneak peek. I've been helping plan the event as well, so they would super appreciate any donations as well. I think they're already over $1,000 Canadian, or at least maybe $1,000 US at this point. So they've been live since noon. They're going to be live until noon or 1 p.m. tomorrow, because daylight savings, it turns a 24 into a 25-hour stream. So they have a double 1:30 a.m. segment. So even if you can't make it for those later on segments, the schedule is posted on the St. Clair Esports Club Twitter. It'll be on that Twitch as well. We would appreciate everybody to go over there. We thank you for tuning in with Rocket League, but go save the kids. After a much long break, maybe an hour plus in the process, that name is an absolute mouthful to read, but the Saints varsity team trying to survive in this loser's bracket run. It's going to be Willie Snipes putting it top cheese to start off this game 8 seconds in. It's the longest name I've ever seen in esports. Pro, collegiate, amateur, I cannot ever think of a longer name, and one that's not like vulgar or disrespectful. It's just eight different words that are going to rhyme back to back. The Saints, though, trying to get answers. They will find one in the form of... It's half the size of the crease. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, another quick one coming out. Flipping script from the starting, and granted, Saints, they have been sitting for a bit, but now they've got a minute to get warm, and they're back in it. But Drayleon slowed down just a little bit, but having 4 goals in the first 2 minutes, that was to be expected. We're probably going to see a foot off the gas, a little bit of conservative play come out the next little while. Kamal going to get going with those demos, trying to clear out some net. Ball ends up on target, though, and the dirty, curdy, hurdy, flirty, purdy will end up in Game 5. It was a very close back-and-forth series. That's why they find themselves here now, but they are down in Game 1. Christian, a little bit of a misplay in the Saints. Maybe look a little bit off-kilt right now. Yeah, Kamal has time for a breakaway, but Willie Snipes is ready in that net, but not in position. Straight to Quint right when they're in that perfect position. And it all starts from one of those air. Yep, and defense is going to be the key for both of these teams. We saw a flurry of goals early in Game 1. Oh, that's a beautiful passing play. Gryphons going to end off Game 1. From Kurd, it's not good enough. Christian, can you clear it out of the corner? This could be the breakaway that they needed. Drayleon not there on the timing. Christian taps it in after the... They know exactly where each other are going to be. They're doing a lot of great setups. The Saints are going to have to try to match that, because as we said, these solo goals are fantastic, but you need more of those setup plays, especially against these higher tier teams. Yeah, exactly. And, we've seen from both sides, trying to get those solo plays just doesn't work. Purdy keeping the ball in play for the Gryphons. Back towards the middle, Willie Snipes. Not ready for that one. Demo's back and forth, and now it's a 2-on-2 for the time being. Willie Snipes back up now. There's Christian to come in.
Sets CRL and CCA. They're keeping that maybe in the back of the mind. Got to represent St. Clair, but well, not going to go anywhere with this much time left.
Yeah, 3 minutes left to play here, and this is only game 3. Quint from the skies to find it. The solo play.
Not the same. Going to be in that exact same position. They're still going to have a chance to fight for those top 2 spots that they're going to be seeking, just as they took second last week, only losing to Akron in that Bracken reset. They want to get that one back. They want to end up with the 1 seed. Stack up those CRL points. Kamal going to get that one after a much long